What is up, guys? Dashing here, bringing you episode 555, the big triple five, and we are live from Tokyo, Japan, all the way across the pond for the 4th annual CMV Tag Team Cup. And as if an entire tag team tournament wasn't enough for the great CMV universe, the bonus match, as voted on our website, communityuniverse.4motion.com, a cheeky 8-man tag team match. And even besides that, we've still got the International Championship match. The Mystery Man faces Brett Angel for the gold before we actually get into, well, why we're all here, the Tag Team Cup. 8 teams competing for the opportunity to go down in history and quite possibly leave Tokyo as the brand new World Tag Team Champions, as this 8-man tag gets underway with Azrael kicking things off against Scott Dallas. Azrael teaming tonight with the returning Mike Miles. The Madman is back. Former international champion, has not been in CMV in over a year, guys. Along with French Pride as well. Sebastian Deshawn and Joseph Lance, they're taking on Dallas. Phoenix numero uno, his return to Japan, where his career started. No Juan Martini and light heavyweight champion Flatters. And Scott Dallas gets underway strong with a head scissors dab. Oh my God, a rare diamond appearance, you delectable little cuisine. Glad to have you. And as I said, Phoenix numero uno began his career right here in Tokyo. I haven't seen a whole lot of the masked superstar this season, but last time he was in action, he actually defeated Hunter Blackburn, so that's no easy feat. A tag to the former Rising Star champion and World Tag Team champion, the Grenoble Nightmare, Sebastian Deshawn. Irish whip into the corner. Phoenix going to try to close in, but Sebastian lures him in. Elbow to the side of the head. Ooh, beautiful drop kick. Crisp, clean, had a great sound with it. Irish whip now. Looking for a tag to maybe Scott Dallas. Flatters. Uh-oh, Sebastian. Reverse STO. That's going to turn the tide of this match. I mean, pretty much Hellish automatically wins predictions unless everybody runs right now to do them, because he's the only one that got predictions up in time. Because, of course, this match isn't a part of predictions, but up next, the international title match is. And here we go, Mike Miles! I can't believe it. A surprise return by the former international champion, has not been in CMV in over a year. An OG. Actually competed in the very first ever Tag Team Cup alongside Chris Andrews, Foreign Affairs, who could forget. Yeah, this event, ooh, has certainly had quite the history. The first ever Tag Team Cup winners, the 2-man power trip. Ryan Kent and Zach Payton, who would go on to defeat T and Lee that night to become the World Tag Team Champions. The following year, Extreme Conditions would win, then defeating Duo Maxwell in a handicap match to win the gold. And last year, the Ballers Club, Chris Diamond and Rob Cross winning and knocking off the ATL to become the new Fusion Tag Team Champions. And guess what? The ATL defending their titles tonight against the Cup winners. 8 very interesting teams we have in the Cup. 2 very interesting teams we have right here. Phoenix again looking for a tag. Mike Miles blocks it though. Referee Poe in his homeland seems to be arguing with Azrael. Now no fun Martini. Not a fan of the ruckus that is ensuing in this match here. This cheeky opener, as voted by the CMV fans on our website. Apparently 8 tag team matches wasn't enough. They wanted a big 8-man tag. Oh, Mike Miles caught in a snap there. Phoenix off the ropes. Digging a knee into the lower back of the former international champion. 1, 2. Oh, not even. Got a little bit overzealous. Like who watches darts? Bateman, I'm going to cancel you. Irish whip into the corner. Tries to go for a knee to the chest. Miles, though, seeming to have not missed a beat. Might be in the best shape I've ever seen him in. Looking swole. Big comeback here. Can he lead his team to victory as Phoenix makes a tag back into Scott Dallas? Don't call him a kid. Dallas coming off a pretty devastating loss to Sam Valentine on the last Genesis episode. Martini helping out Dallas a little bit with that face buster on the outside. Sam Valentine using some dirty heel tactics to knock off Dallas, and that was after Dallas, of course, made his huge debut knocking off Angelo Babos. What a shocker. Fighting ringside, gotta watch the referee's count. Poe is already at 4. Scott Dallas just throwing anything, hoping it'll stick against the Madman. Face first off the ring apron. Beautiful arena here, as always, by the one and only Topher. Mike Miles wants a hot tag. Scott Dallas doing a good job of staying on top of him, though. Gonna try to tear that shoulder right out of its socket. Dallas going for a Coco kick, but Mike Miles wants a jab a little bit too long taken. Some serious theatrics. You saw Azrael try and clip Scott Dallas in the back of the head with that attempted punch from the apron, but it missed. A couple of drop kicks in the corner. There's that Coco kick right on the button. That time, Mike Miles busted open. Dallas gonna try to follow that up. Mike Miles is ready for him though. Going for a vertical suplex of some kind. Scott Dallas with the wiggle free, drops down behind. Miles though, the quicker, surprisingly. Back and forth these two go. Leaping lariat, tip up, Miles straight back to his feet. He forgot how to sell while he was gone for over a year. Forearm smash on the corner. And Mike Miles now. I haven't seen this in a long time. 10 miles out. 10 miles out. Will Mike Miles pick up the win for his team? 1, 2. No, Martini with that clutch save. I thought it was over right there. The party policeman taking out poor Poe in the process. Now he's thrown nearly out of the ring by Miles, who I don't know exactly where he's going right now. And a tag back to Azrael. No fun Martini and Flatters and French Pride just being shunned in this match. Oh! Snapping the arm right over the knees. Azrael trying to pick at the remains of Scott Dallas. Mike Miles did a number on the rookie. And now Azrael, vintage boa from the apron, saying what up to the light heavyweight champion as he goes for the phenomenal forearm. Scott Dallas takes it with a pinch of salt though. Grinding his teeth. Another leaping lariat. Ooh, Azrael was ready for him. That's that veteran instinct. And Azrael Flatters wants that tag. He knows Scott Dallas is in trouble. But Big Azrael looking for the consequence. Will that do it? 1, 2, no, Flatters this time makes the save, even for close calls, and the blueprint of CMV taking on everybody. Azrael getting a bit miffed about it. Where's he going? Azrael decided to join the other team. Not sure what the strategy is here by the former two-time international champion, former Fusion Tag Team champion. Oh, did not see that coming. And ringside we are again. Poe starts his count. Elbow to the gut. Elbow to the gut. Sebastian returning to his corner. Will we get a count out to start off the show? Would only be right. Modified Uranagi, but look at this. I believe that Azrael's team is trying to give him some more time by distracting our referee here. Not going to work. Drop to a hold. Scott Dallas goes face first. Those pads offering little to no protection for the concrete that lies beneath. Guys, count of 7. Scott Dallas continues to get pummeled by Azrael. Azrael might be looking for that quick paycheck. A count out W. Vintage. Count of 8. He continues to just throw Scott Dallas face first. Dallas sleeping on his feet. Can Dallas recover in time? Will Azrael pick up the win for his team? Tag, and there's the 10. And Mike Miles, the legal man. What a return for the Madman. A count out victory. Azrael knew exactly what he was doing. Well, French Pride had an easy night. Azrael, Mike Miles, and French Pride pick up the win. And this bonus 8-man tag via count out. It was great to see Mike Miles back. But Azrael was having none of it. He doesn't like Japan. He wants to get out of here as quickly as possible. But we've got a tweet here, guys. Our first of the night comes from Matt Devious, who says, Brett seemed so aggressive on trying to discuss things with me. It's silly. He acted as if I cared that I made a quote-unquote bad impression. Talking about, of course, what happened on the last episode of Genesis, where Matt Devious attacked Brett Angel before their scheduled match. And then, while the referee allowed the match to go on, which, you know, Devious easily capitalized on the damage he had inflicted before the bell rang, was able to put Angel away in only I think 4 minutes. All right, but now, guys, it is time before we truly get into the Tag Team Cup. The International Championship is going to be on the line as the Mystery Man challenges Brett Angel for the gold. God damn it, did I really just do it at Fastlane? This is a classic dashing botch, ladies and gentlemen. Classic dashing botch. I'm genuinely curious as to how somebody sits and watches darts. That has got to be the least entertaining thing to watch. And I hate all sports. But I'd probably rather watch golf than darts. What's wrong with you, Bateman? You lunatic. Wait, botch? Botch? Nobody pay attention to what's happening on the screen right now. Americans are boring. How dare you say such a thing when you sit there and talk about how you like to watch people throw darts at a board. You madman. Well, let's see if I can get it right this time. The pressure is on for old Dashing. Oh, yeah, Bateman, well, I'll tell you what, you pissed me off. I'm just kidding, Bateman, I love you. Bateman, you're my sun and my moon. You're the reason I wake up in the morning. But let's get back on track after that small blunder. Before we make our way into the 8-team 4th annual CMV Tag Team Cup here in Tokyo, Japan, guys. Brett Angel makes his first defense of the CMV International Championship against a mystery challenger. Big question, well, obviously, is who exactly is the challenger, but right next to that, we just heard from Devious, is what kind of condition is the champion in following the attack by the dastardly villain and thus the defeat. And Angel's been on a tear this season. That was his first loss in 2 months, guys. Well, here comes the mystery challenger. I'm not exactly so sure who this man. I kind of like recognize the gear there, but well, you can see, unless you're blind, I do apologize. Some sort of mask on, covering his true identity. Hopefully he won't wrestle us. We can find out who this guy is to challenge Brett Angel for the CMV International Championship. Bateman, I don't know what you're getting at exactly, because I've got no idea who this man could be. Wait a minute, he's taking off the mask. Wait, it's Chris Adams! You gotta be kidding me! It's the real guy! Chris Adams! One of Brett Angel's most fierce adversaries! These two fought time and time again. They main evented the second ever implosion in an unforgettable ladder match for the Unmatched World Championship. And now, Chris Adams is here in Tokyo to be the one to challenge Brett Angel for the International Championship. The last time these two were in the same ring together, I can't even remember. It's been years. Obviously, Brett wasn't on Unmatched for, over 2 years at this point. And wow, I can't believe this is going to be quite the hill to climb for Brett Angel in his first defense since winning the title back at Death Wish. Brett, earlier this week in an interview, said that, he was ready for whatever challenge came his way here tonight, but how could he possibly have prepared for Chris Adams? Both of these men, multi-time Unmatched World Champions, reigniting a rivalry that I don't think anybody ever thought was going to be revisited. Brett Angel basking in the opportunity to showcase his championship as Chris Adams watches from ringside. If I were Chris Adams, I'd probably... No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to get on the bad side of Brett Angel. I don't know what I'm saying over here. Oh, a rare Gumble appearance. But here we go. I can't believe I am saying this. International Championship on the line in Tokyo, Japan. Chris Adams challenges Brett Angel for the International Championship. The real guy. Oh, getting quite a pop here from this Japanese crowd. I gotta say, Brett Angel does not seem to be phased. We don't know what's going on inside of his head, and he dons that war paint. Angel has always been very good at masking his true emotions so as to not unveil any weaknesses. Referee Poe takes the championship. Imagine this, Chris Adams, his first time ever on this side of CMV. He could become the new international champion. Wow. Chris Adams, Brett Angel, one-on-one. Poe rings that bell. Let's get it on. Oh, Adams gets picked right up out of the gate into a power slam from the military press. That's not exactly, I think, the impression you want to make in your first match. I mean, it can't even truly be stated how pivotal these two were to the early days of Unmatched. And Chris Adams, even until the day Unmatched closed its doors, was still one of its main stars. Trading knife edge chops. Those chests getting lit up like the 4th of July. There's that old fire. Friction between these two starting to resurface. Angel with side control punches and now just stomps straight to the chest. Jeez. Turns to this crowd, getting them amped up, getting them hyped. Into the pin goes the champ, hoping for an early night here. I don't think that's going to work out for him, though. Brought up to a vertical base, the former boxer showcasing some of his abilities on the squared circle with that jab, that duck and weave. Adams going to go for a jumping cutter. Wild double accidental attempted. Single boot to the chest, guys. Hardly even phased the Outcast as the double accidental connects that time. Again, Brett Angel not getting taken off his feet. The offensive Chris Adams, though, gets him that time. Single knee face breaker. And here goes the challenger, the real guy, into a modified chin lock. Trying to wear down Angel just a little bit. Will we see a real guy kick? Never had the honor of calling one of those. Wait a minute, Brett Angel into a Cobra clutch. This is one of Angel's favorite maneuvers. Crossface modification. Will Adams be forced to tap? No, breaks free. Couple of elbows straight to the face. I think Adams should probably stop trying that single leg dropkick. It is not going his way. Brett Angel hung up to dry on the top rope with that snake eyes. Ooh, double knees to the gut. And again, Adams has always been one for a very unique moveset, ways of hurting his opponent. Look at that. Biting the forehead of Brett Angel while simultaneously raking the eyes. Poe did not see it. Otherwise, it might have been a disqualification. Brett Angel has the champion's advantage. He can retain on a DQ or a countout. Adams can only win the title via pinfall or submission. Wait! You gotta be kidding me! This isn't what I think it is! He's back! He's back! He's back! The Beast! The Beast! Brock Lesnar! What the hell? Brock Lesnar making his yearly random appearance with the F5! The F5! 1, 2, oh my God! What the hell? Brock Lesnar just hit the ring and took out Red Angel with an F5. Last time we saw Lesnar, he randomly attacked RGP last season. I don't even remember what pay-per-view it was, but this is Brock's shtick. He just shows up a couple of times a year and just randomly attacks someone, and I guess it was Red Angel's turn. Adams tried to capitalize, but it wasn't enough as he goes again for a pin. 1. Only a 1 count, though. Astonishing. Astonishing. Red Angel is trying to fight back now. Chris Adams definitively has the upper hand thanks to the assist by the Leviathan. The Beast in the East. Wait a minute! Lockjaw! Lockjaw! By Chris Adams! Oh my God. Adams going for the heist of the century. Cartwheel elbow drop. The challenger dominating. Will we have a new champion? The real guy. Trying as he may. Red Angel not going to give up so easy. Out onto the apron, Angel hanging on for dear life. Adams tries to knock him to the outside with a shoulder thrust, but instead a kick to the side of the head rings his bell. Adams unloading forearm smash up against the ropes. Now hanging him up to dry to the outside. Double axe over the back of the head. Very innovative offense. I've never seen something like that before. I can't believe this. Brock Lesnar, Tokyo, Japan of all places, attacking Red Angel, a man he has history with, mind you. Way back in the early days of Unmatched, Brock Lesnar and Red Angel went back and forth. Not just one ancient rivalry revisited, but 2. It's always got to be Brock Lesnar. Back into the corner, the real guy knows that he has the outcast hurt, knows that he has Red Angel on the ropes, knows that it just takes one big move to become the new international champion. Wait a minute, where's Chris Adams going? To the top rope. Hang on, I think I know what he's going for here. The snapshot, but Brett gets his knees up. Chris Adams tried for the snapshot, but Angel able to counter, and now the jackhammer. Will that do it? 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Man, Red Angel is a warrior. This is why he is one of the greatest of all time and why he is the international champion. The Blackest Night. The Blackest Night. 1, 2, 3. And Red Angel is still the CMV international champion despite the interference by Brock Lesnar. And there was the interference by the Beast in the East coming out of nowhere with an F5 to the champion. Imagine if Adams got the win there. Wow. Red Angel just got a blast from the past, dude. Tried as Adams did. Nothing was enough to keep down the outcast. And here was the really big turnaround. Adams went for his snapshot 450 splash, but Brett got his knees up, hit this jackhammer, When that wasn't enough, the small package driver, the Blackest Night, would be the ticket home. Well, my beauties, I hope you are ready, because this show is really just starting. It is time to get to the actual meat and potatoes of why we are here. Oof. Don't want that on slow. Yes, it is time for the 4th annual CMV Tag Team Cup, live from Tokyo, Japan. 8 teams going to compete to be immortalized in the record books, but even more than that, a beautiful trophy, a sweet bonus check, and best of all, a shot at the World Tag Team titles tonight. The ATL defendant. As we went over earlier, the past 3 years, the titles have changed hands. It was first the 2-man power trip defeating T and Lee. Then it was Extreme Conditions defeating Duo Maxwell. And last year it was the Ballers Club defeating the ATL. And I mentioned before how this is probably the most unique playing field of any tag team cup. You've got the Regime represented, of course, right here in our first round match. Matt Devious and Braxton Sutter against Santa Bacon and Elf Hefe of Vintage, still in the Xmas spirit. It's Xmas week. It's a lot. They're still celebrating over in Japan. I don't know that. But you've also got the remnants of Unmatched, the Kingdom, the Rebellion. Single elimination tournament. Matt Devious starting things off against the 500-pound Joey Bacon. And really the strategy of these first round matches and even into the semifinals and the finals to try and win as quickly as possible. Because a 100% fresh ATL is waiting at the finish line. Oh, Joey Bacon doing his little psych out punch there. Now grabbing Matt Devious in a front headlock, just whipping him around like he's maybe 5 pounds. And Matt Devious is a jacked dude. I mean, just look at him. Devious is fracking thick. And a tag to Elf Hefe, a.k.a. El Jefe, Mr. Money in the Bank, as Joey Bacon whipping Matt Devious around and right into a drop kick by the, well, Christmas creature. Now looking to pop, lock, and drop. Vintage, I should say, on the winning end of an 8-man tag earlier this week on Genesis to pick up some momentum. Whereas Matt Devious, we all know, got that huge win over Brett Angel only after attacking him before the bell rang. But still, in the record books, it says Matt Devious beat Brett Angel. Irish Whipper to the corner. El Jefe goes for a body splash. Devious moves out of the way, though. For someone like Joey Bacon, this is going to be a really tough tournament to win. But then again, just look at last year, the inaugural X-Gen Tag Team Classic, which Vintage won. El Jefe saying we're going to do the exact same thing this year. This time we're going to become the World Tag Team Champions as we get a tag to Braxton Sutter. And now it is David versus Goliath. the cleaner of the regime, looking to unwrap his present. Goes to that body splash again. Joey Bacon tries to help out his best friend, but didn't really work out from there. Pull back into a Samoan drop. El Jefe, no doubt, though, is going to have to do most of the work for Vintage if they hope to win this tournament, because Joey Bacon, being 500 pounds, is going to get gassed. I think he's already gassed. That does not bode well. But for Braxton Sutter as well. Not as heavy as Joey Bacon, but even taller than Big Hand, and certainly near 300 pounds. We've never really seen Sutter go the distance in a match. Most of his matches are rather quick. Look at this lion tamer. El Jefe has suddenly become a submission expert. He won that 8-man tag on the last episode of Genesis using a cattle mutilation to do so. Ooh, stop right to the bicep. That did not look like it tickled, and now the choke. Kick to the midsection. El Jefe tries to go low, maybe attempting to lift Braxton. Don't know why he would think doing something like that is a good idea. Elevated flatliner. Woo, Nelly. Laying El Jefe out. And now the Christmas elf is in serious trouble. Onto the brace, the brain buster to the metal of the knee brace. I have no idea why that is still allowed. 1, 2. Oh, Joey Bacon, I have no idea what he's doing, but luckily El Jefe was able to kick out on his own because Bacon went to the second rope. Devious now takes him out, but Devious has to be careful. Are we going to get a disqualification? Devious going to get counted out here. Oh my God, that was close. Referee Poe literally got to 4. One more, and the regime would have been disqualified. El Jefe trying to run away. Ooh, nicely done. Again, we don't know if that knee of Braxton Sutter is actually injured. If he does have knee problems, I mean, my bet is that he just wears it in order to use that brain buster. But El Jefe is going to target it anyway. Uh-oh, up onto the shoulders. Braxton Sutter, torture rack drop. Jeez. Talk about being plummeted down onto the canvas. Headbutt. El Jefe, man. Trying as he may. We've seen him vanquish much larger opponents before. Look at his recent rivalry with Mills. Well, Braxton taking the bottom rope with him, but Joey Bacon out here to defend his partner. Trying to give Jefe a little bit of a rest. You know, Bacon's still drunk on that eggnog from the Christmas party. Maybe that's why he's acting a little bit weird. He ate some bad sushi earlier today. Backstage, I tell you right now, you do not want to go anywhere near that bathroom. El Jefe and Sutter desperately jockeying for control at a count of 5, guys, and countouts, disqualification for 100% viable in this tournament. Are we going to get a reverse Vintage? Count of 7, and Sutter looks to use an Azrael. Oh my God. Now going to intentionally, take out Jefe. But can Braxton get into the ring? 9 and a reverse Vintage. The regime by countouts are going to advance to the semifinals. What a strategic game plan by the regime to win by countout. And now they are as fresh as a daisy heading into the semis. This is something I would do if I was in a tournament like this. And now the regime has a spot in the semifinals after Braxton Sutter. Before, you could have said maybe it was unintentional, but after that electric chair driver, there was no doubt Sutter was trying to make sure Jefe could not get back up. Sutter and Devious for the regime take one step closer to being this year's Tag Team Cup winners. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see that strategy employed throughout the show. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's just one and done. We can get some good matches, but you never know. Well, now, guys, for our second first-round matchup, we've got what could only be described as a hoss battle. The Outlaws, Big Duke Briggs and Buzzsaw Jack taking on the remnants of Unmatched, Aldrich and Gerard Fisher. Four guys who are as beefy as the day is long. Just going to be a car crash. And I am looking forward to it. Which of these two teams is going to move on to meet the Regime in the semifinals? We've still got the Kingdom to meet the Street Gods. And, of course, the Reunited Dream Team taking on the Rebellions, Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf. And speaking of, guys, a tweet from the Vessel of Fenrir. He says, "I've never been good with these tag team matches, but Ortiz is an expert. I think we can hold our own." Well, they are surely going to be tested, as is every single team in this tournament. Only one can stand tall at the end of the night. Who's it going to be? As the inaugural Fusion Tag Team Champions take on the ROU, Big Duke Briggs against Aldrich, the Super Frenchman. Saw Aldrich just, as soon as the bell rang, flying at Duke. Bull being released from his pen. And I mean, there's just zero time being wasted. They are going right after each other. Those snakeskin boots, baby. Can't get enough of them. Irish whip into the corner. Aldrich looks like a tag to Gerard Fisher. No, maybe just a kick to the midsection. Pushed off. Buzzsaw Jack. You see trying to distract referee Poe. That allows Duke Briggs to get out of the corner with a Luthez press. A couple of right hands to the jaw. Oof. I mean, we have got a lot of thick boys in CMV, but there may be none thicker than Briggs. I mean, just look at that guy. You know, Duke's kind of the odd one out in the family because his brother Andrew, you know, a record-setting 3-time light heavyweight champion, the king of the ring and current #1 contender for the undisputed title on Fusion. His sister, I mean, just one of the greatest women to ever lace up a pair of boots and step into the CMV ring, the last ever undisputed women's champion. And then you got Duke, who is a part of the inaugural Fusion Tag Team Champions, who is a great big man, but he's never really done anything to shine like the rest of his siblings. And, well, winning the 4th annual Tag Team Cup could put him on the map as Gerard Fisher and Buzzsaw Jack now just rip and tear into one another. Fisher, ex-German Special Forces, gator roll into a crossface. Hey, let's make him world champion, Hobson. Colossal clutch, and this is much different than a normal camel clutch because you see that Gerard has his hands in the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, raking at the face of Jack while simultaneously putting a hurting on that lower back. Ooh, Duke Briggs inadvertently hitting Buzzsaw Jack a couple of times. and the miscommunication allowing for Fisher to take control of the double axe handle that busts open the snakeskin boot-clad Briggs. But now Gerard in a bad part of town. The numbers game catching up with him. The Outlaws, ooh, assisted sit-out choke bomb on the outside. Mamma mia. That looked like it hurt. Swinging knee up under the chin. Listen to that chop echoing throughout the entire arena here in Tokyo, Japan. And Big Duke Briggs just wailing on Fisher face first off that apron. Please get back into the ring. I understand everyone wanting to use the count-out strategy, but please. Go back in the ring. Oh, Duke Briggs, our savior. Oh, but wait a minute. Gerard Fisher, can he make that hot tag? Oh, just about to leap to bring in Aldridge, but great stoppage by Big Duke. Elbow to the gut again. Irish whip now into the corner. Gerard tagged to Aldridge, looking to bring the nuke to Japan once again. Was that too edgy? Aldridge, man, this guy, as ruthless as they come. The super Frenchman attempting some sort of slam into the turnbuckles, but Briggs able to escape. All of his body weight just squashing Aldridge like a bug right there in the corner. Duke, blood gushing down his forehead. Long Island Slam, shades of old Timmy Boy. Well-placed elbows to the base of the skull, though. Hot tag to Buzzsaw Jack. Aldridge took his eye off the ball, and now here comes the striking aptitude. We are in Japan after all. Introducing a bit of that strong style. Aldridge reciprocating, responding in kind. Irish whip off the ropes. Simple but effective and stiff clothesline. Tries for a spinning gear uppercut. Buzzsaw Jack's having none of it. Irish whip into the corner. Aldridge wants a tag to Fisher. He's not going to get it. Jack reverses. Knocks off Fisher. Wasting time. Aldridge able to capitalize. Tilt-a-whirl. Ooh, DDT. Grabbing those dreads. Back body drop is what he's going to get for his troubles. And now Buzzsaw living up to his name. What a kick. And into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, I thought that was going to be it right there. Just about as close as they come, but not going to be enough. As Jack, though, still in control. Wanting to hammer that final nail in. What a counter out of the Bulldog. Body splash by Aldridge. Double boot stomp to the gut. Brought up to his feet. Looking like he's a bit wobbly. Irish whip. Tag to Gerard. The remnants of Unmatched. Sidewalk slam off the rope. Big boot. Right to the temple. And then a spinning sidewalk slam. That is teamwork right there. Jack not giving up so easy though. Brainbuster. Up to the top rope. Buzzsaw Jack looking to fly to Aldridge. Gonna push him from the perch. Looking out for his tag team partner. Buzzsaw Jack recuperating as quickly as he can. Gerard is stunned. Or is he playing possum? Playing possum. Escapes the waistlock with a couple of elbows to the jaw. Walks right into that exploder suplex though. Neither one of these teams giving an inch. Tag back to Duke Briggs. Uh-oh. Taking a look around. The fans are on their feet. They want it. Choke slam. Woo. And there's that Long Island Slam. No. countered again every time Duke goes for that. And into an abdominal stretch, better known as the Olympic stretch here in CMV. A move that Gerard Fisher actually was forced to submit to a couple of weeks ago on Genesis at the hands of the Portuguese god of wrestling. But wait a minute. Gerard looking to drop the nuke. Will the remnants of Unmatched advance? No, Buzzsaw Jack breaks up that pin with the quickness and drops an elbow to the back of Poor Po's head. Remember, the winners of this match move on to meet the Regimes, Matt Devious and Braxton Sutter. We've still got two more first round matches to come after this. Irish Whipper to the corner. Gerard soaking in the hatred coming from this crowd. Duke Briggs reverses the momentum though. If he makes a tag though, will it be legal? I think that's why Duke Briggs is waiting for Poe to regain consciousness. Still just staring at Gerard, talking over game plan. You can see Buzzsaw Jack's mouth moving there, barking orders at each other. Buzzsaw is telling him what to do, but this is also wasting a lot of time as Fisher just sits there in the corner. And wait a minute! Just at that moment, Aldridge shouting something at Duke that caught his attention, and an Enzu lariat by Fisher. The remnants of Unmatched working like a well-oiled machine. Oh, big boom. Just trying to cave in the chest of Briggs. But wait a minute. Duke. Pump handle. Looking to take Gerard for a test drive. Will the Outlaws advance? Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. The Outlaws are heading to the semifinals to meet the Regime. This is exactly what I thought it was going to be, a hoss battle. And the test drive there at the end awards Big Duke Briggs and Buzzsaw Jack the ticket to the semis. Even after dropping the nuke right there, Buzzsaw Jack kept the match going. Nearly ended Poe's career, too. But a pump handle power slam produces us the victors. No pun intended. Oh, what up, Vic? Just in time. So our first semi-match is set. The Regime versus the Outlaws. Now we get to the second half of the tournament. As up next, the Kingdom meets the Street Gods. So here we go, the matchup that I'm probably second most looking forward to, because no doubt the Dream Team versus the Rebellion, Ortiz and Wolf, I am uber excited to witness. But we have got the Kingdom here, guys. Joe Dirt and Max Ryder The last ever unmatched tag team champions taking on a team that they know very well. And the cousin pairing of the Street Gods, Curtis Heist and Anthony Brown. It was actually on the last episode of Genesis that in an 8-man tag team match, the Street Gods and Vintage bested the Kingdom and the Outlaws. Well, we did have a tweet from George King earlier tonight saying that his Knights will reign supreme here in Japan and walk out as World Tag Team Champions. Will be the first team to ever hold the NGW Tag Team titles, the unmatched Tag Team titles, and the World Tag Team titles. But they've got a long road to go through before they get there. It will be Joe Dirt starting off against Curtis Heist, though, as Poe rings the bell for our third first-round matchup. Looking for a big power move right out of the gate. A hero slam maybe, but Curtis Heist escapes to a belly-to-belly. Just launching Dirt overhead. Just about over the ring post. And down to the outside. There is that teamwork I love so much from Heist and Brown. Punch to the back of the head, shoulder thrust, belly-to-belly, and now a sit-out power bomb. The Street Gods, former unmatched tag team champion as well. Anthony Brown, an accomplished singles competitor, former television champion. Yeah, Joe Dirt's got to get out of that corner. As he does. Watch out, Poe. There you go. Taking, I think, his third bump of the night already. Tag to Max Ryder. Thwarted as Curtis Heist going to take old Dirt for a walk. Center of the ring. Escapes with a trio of elbows under the sternum. Scoop slam. Looking a bit funky. Not too sure what's going on there. Don't even want to fathom. Looks like a science experiment gone wrong. Back body drop. Grabs the arm. Smashes it off the canvas. Wants to break that elbow into a million little pieces. Joe Dirt letting everybody know he is still okay to go. Tag to Max Ryder. This guy just scares me. Drop toe hold. Elbow drop to the middle of the back. I mean, the entire Kingdom scares me. Don't get me wrong, but especially Max Ryder. I don't know what it is about this guy. He just sends chills up and down my spine. Nice waistlock lariat. And Enzu. Heist doing a very good job dragging Ryder all the way to his corner before making the tag to Anthony Brown. That actually belongs to Twisted. Irish over to the corner. Looks to throw double knees to the upper back. Belly to belly. And Anthony Brown, as you can tell yourselves, severely dwarfed by both members of the Kingdom. Tag back to Joe Dirt. That's what makes the Kingdom such a successful tag team. They just know the ring inside and out. They studied the tapes of some of the greatest tag teams of all time. Frequent tags, the name of the game. Teamwork. At a whole nother level. As I mentioned before, though, these two teams, they fought before. They know each other very well. Anthony Brown doing a little bit of a jig, swinging those hips as he says it's time for Joe Dirt to go to sleep, stomping on his toes. That's just going to piss Joe off. Pendulum backbreaker. Hopes to shatter that spine. And now I don't know what they're going for here exactly. Dragging Brown by arm and leg. Tag to Ryder. Ryder comes in with a head full of steam, going right back after that elbow. Stomp to the chest. And now a stomp to the bicep. Eesh. Every time I see a move like that, I just secretly hope and pray that there's no broken bones. You never want to see a superstar get injured, cost themselves months, possibly years of their career. You know, something like a hand injury or even like an arm injury is horrible, but not as bad as a back injury, a neck injury. everything's cringy, so I guess what I'm trying to say. And it's clear that the Kingdom don't care about who they're in the ring with at any given time. They want to inflict injuries. They want to take out the competition. They want to show how ruthless they are. Anthony Brown, not the type of guy to go down so easy, though. Uh-oh. Max Ryder's going into a 2-on-1 situation here. I don't know what he's thinking. Ooh! Pele kick does not knock down Max Ryder. Takes out Curtis Heiss. Brown is the legal man, though. I'm not sure what Ryder's... Oh, then taking out Brown. Why not? 2 for the price of 1. Ryder's got his back to Heiss, though. And here comes Brown with an impaler DDT. Get this fight back into the ring. Jumping DDT. Uh-oh. Well, we saw the Regime use this strategy earlier tonight, winning via countout against Vintage to remain fresh going into the semis. Will it happen again here? Brown is trying to get Max Ryder back into the ring. Just get into the ring. Why are you doing this? Why is this game so bad? 9. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. The clutch there. I was biting my nail a little bit. What? It looked like... Oh, double tag. Here comes Joe Dirt and Curtis Heiss. It looked like Anthony Brown was kind of trying to win by count out. I mean, it seems like he was attempting to throw Ryder back into the ring, but, well, who knows? Thing is, the match continues, and that's what matters. Dirt escaping that camel clutch, throws a clothesline. Curtis just gets right back up. Irish whip. Ooh! I mean, Vintage would obviously win that tournament. That was a great reversal by Joe Dirt right there. Curtis Heiss going for his patented clothesline, and Joe turned into a wayside slam, something that would make the big boss man proud. We've seen this before. Gonna go for that Falcon Arrow, but a Heist with a knee to the top of the head, and then considering to target the skull with an elbow stamp. Punch to the side of the head, and again. Curtis Heiss comes from the streets. Mean is this guy. Absolute tank, but it looks like he's a bit drained. It's that same, street type of style that comes back to bite Heist in terms of going the distance, but there's the big KO punch. Dirt was ready for it. Tags into Ryder. Let's see if they can bring it home. The Kingdom to advance to the semifinals. The winners of this match will meet the winners of the Dream Team versus the Rebellion up next. Short arm clothesline. If I'm Curtis Heiss, I'm wanting to make a tag to Anthony Brown right now, but it seems like the former light heavyweight championship contender's got something else in mind. Clothesline. Stop dead in its tracks by Max. Belly to belly, but woo, that was a hell of a leap. Tag to Brown, who goes for a sliding shin strike. And that is where it starts to turn sour for the Street Gods. Jawbreaker. Not done just yet. Oh my God. Brown just kneed Ryder in the gut, and it actually hurt his knee. Finally hit that sliding shin strike, though. He's been trying for all match long. Elbow to the inside of the thigh. I don't think I've ever seen anyone knee someone in the midsection and hurt their knee doing it. I mean, Ryder's got to have some fucking steel-ass ribs in order for that to happen. Some straight-up shredded abs. I don't even know if you can really tell how many fucking tattoos this guy has. Wait a minute. Kindly moving Joe Dirt out of the way. Anthony Brown looking for the drive-by. But Joe Dirt's waiting for him. Not quick enough. Can Brown, what's he doing? Brown rallying for Ryder to get to his feet. Drop kick. Oh, man, he should have gone for the pin while he had the chance. Anthony Brown's want to entertain the fans and impress. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. The beats of the Bodrin, one after the other. Oh, God. That's punched right to the temple. I mean, that's something that can kill somebody. If you hit them the right way and hard enough in the temple, and look at this now, the Kingdom convening in their corner to talk strategy late into this match. Into the corner. What is Maximum thinking of here? Snapmare. Shoot! Off the ropes. Kenka kick. I love me a good Kenka kick. Busts Ryder open. Knee drop to follow through. Oh my God. In just a couple of seconds, Max is gushing blood. Holy cow. Anthony Brown is feeling it. This Japanese crowd here in Tokyo is behind the Street Gods. Can they take it home? Dodges a double boost out onto the apron, kick to the chest. Ryder is reeling. Brown knows it like a shark in the water, smells that blood. Snapmare, chew again, take a kick. Worked so well the first time, why not again? But now Anthony collapsing down to one knee, he's drained himself. Getting harder and harder to breathe. One last move to seal the deal. The cutter. Do the Street Gods have it? Will they advance? 1, 2, 3. Yes, they will. Anthony Brown and Curtis Heist are going to the semifinals. I guess the Kingdom's plan to walk out of Tokyo as the World Tag Team Champions. Not gonna come to fruition. What a comeback by Anthony Brown. Who will the Street Gods meet in our second semifinal match? When up next, the Dream Team comes back together again to take on the Rebellion's Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf. My fine feathered friends, it is time for our final first round matchup before we get into these semis. And I said it earlier, I cannot wait to see this one. The Dream Team is back together again. Former Undisputed Champion Reese Matthews and Sam Valentine taking on the Rebellion's Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf. Who doesn't love them, some Reese Matthews? To me, he's a former Undisputed Champion, for crying out loud. But after this, we are going to see the Regime take on the Outlaws. Winners of this matchup will meet the Street Gods into our finals. And then, of course, to close the night, the winners of the Cup versus the ATL for the tag team titles, guys. Will history continue to repeat itself? Will we have new champs when the show closes? Or will the ATL redeem themselves from last year? We go Reese Matthews against Reese Ortiz to begin things. Collar double tie-up. Reese Matthews takes control. Ooh. Bringing Ortiz down to one knee. A lot of murmurs in the CMV universe this past week about how well Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf are going to be able to work together. Former heated rivals. Even still, they don't exactly like each other. Just aligning for the common goal of taking down the regime. Reese Matthews and Sam Valentine don't care about this whole CMV Civil War. They only care about themselves and becoming World Tag Team Champions. Ooh, rake of the eyes and Reese Ortiz. At least Sam didn't bring out his friends from the club like he did on the last episode of Genesis. I believe he called them Hep 1 and Hep 2. Early tag attempted by Matthews, but the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational winner having none of it. Matthews gonna flatten him with a clothesline though. Up against the turnbuckles, Ortiz escapes back and forth 1,000,000 miles a minute. Now takes him for a bit of a walk over to the corner, maybe seeking a tag to Wolf. You know, Wolf said it himself earlier tonight in a tweet. He's never been one to work well with others, but he said if anybody, can lead him to the tag team gold, it is Ortiz, who is an experienced tag team competitor. He and Adam Scott, former contenders for the World Tag Team titles. And look at this! Tag to Josh Wolf. And, well, obviously there was some pre-match planning from the Rebellion off the shoulders into a senton. That was impressive. Did not at all expect for Ortiz and Wolf to actually be hitting moves in tandem. Doesn't last long. Matthews takes back control. Impaler DDT. Ooh, the psych out. Went for a back elbow. Turned it into a punch. And well, these two are no strangers. Both have wins over each other over the years. Reese Matthews, former member of Click. Josh Wolf waged war with last season. Oh, Stratisfaction, Wolf distraction? Don't really know. I guess we can call it the acid drop instead. Or a rope-assisted bulldog. Whatever tickles your fancy. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Here comes the former Alpha World Champion. Barreling down on Reese with a knee to the face. Woo! Might have cracked a couple of front teeth. Tries for a kick to the midsection. Matthews catches it and turns it into a half Boston Crab. Josh Wolf trying to crawl to the bottom rope there. Able to escape before then. Sam Valentine on the apron. You can hear him barking for a tag. He knows that Reese is in trouble right now. Stomp to the bicep. That ruthless side of Wolf. DDT. The Rebellion wants to make quick work of the Dream Team. Head into the semis nice and fresh. Josh Wolf. Oh! And that is why you do not underestimate the Vessel of Fenrir. Turning Reese's neckbreaker into one of his own. And the Jaws! The Jaws! Will the reunion of the Dream Team be short-lived? 1, 2. Oh, the former light heavyweight champion. And so quickly now Sam taking on everybody all by himself. That doesn't last long. Wolf immobilizing him with a triangle choke. Then a punch to the top of the head. Sam's got to get out of the ring before he's disqualified by referee Poe here. Face first off the top turnbuckle. Wow, Reese Matthews, such a strong elbow. It actually hit Ortiz too. Finally a sign of life. Enzo Lariat out of the corner. And Reese Matthews looking for that clutch-ass turnaround. The former undisputed champion wants the total package pile driver, but Josh Wolf has another idea. Snapmare as he's turned towards Ortiz into a reverse chin lock. Josh Wolf wants to keep the pace slow, wants to pace himself, deep reps in and out. Still has 2 more Only 3 more matches to win after this. Hopes to leave Tokyo, Japan with the World Tag Team titles. Here's that rotation neckbreaker. This time actually works out for him. And there's Reese Matthews in a cartwheel. I think his boot actually connected with Wolf's face. Pretty rude, pretty rude. Forearm smash. Forearm smash again. Ducks the clothesline. Wolf goes off the ropes. Into a spine buster. Wait for it. Ooh! That little pelvic thrust. Wolf searching for refuge in his corner. Reese Matthews coming after him. Catches the stomp. Turns him inside out. Might have bit his lip. But as Reese tries to make it over to a tag, another Jaws flips out of it. Reese Matthews backflipping out of the Jaws. Oh! Hangman's neck breaker onto the shoulder. I think I heard his neck crack. Vertical suplex turn into a reverse STO super kick by the total package pin. 1, 2, but Ortiz saves the match for the Rebellion. Oh, Ortiz a bit too strong for Matthews. I don't know what Valentine's doing exactly. Reese Matthews keeps the pressure on. Irish Whip, will we finally see a tag to Valentine? Yes, we will. Here comes the former light heavyweight champion, assisted crossbody, and Sam is 100% fresh, like a daisy picked out for the field on a sun-shining day. Oh, Sam showcasing that unmatched strength. Press-ups out of the military. And Josh Wolf, guys, is looking worse for wear. The former Alpha World Champion, we know the word quit, not his vocabulary. But the Dream Team have their hooks in them. Wolf's got to make that tag. Will he get the chance, though? Sam Valentine into a half camel clutch, trying to force the submission. Wolf escapes, though. Irish over to the corner. Sam wants to bring Reese back in. Sam! Sam! The Dream! Throwing caution to the wind as he sails coast to coast, Dream Shatterer. And that was the perfect camera angle. Double boots to the face. Wolf is out. The Dream Team to advance. 1. Oh, but Reese Ortiz again. Paying for his interference. Zigzag for Matthews, and now Ortiz plops down to the outside, leaving Wolf all by himself. Wolf's been against stiffer odds before. Knee to the gut. Josh Wolf thriving off the energy being given to him by the CMV Universe as Reese Matthews nearly gets counted out. Irish Whipper to the corner. Just when you think Wolf is turning things around, man, Valentine does such a good job of shutting him down. Stalling vertical suplex. Oh, the rake of the eyes. Come on, ref! Low blow to where the sun don't shine. The gonads, the little fellas. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, can you say close call? Ortiz with the clutchest save I have ever seen in my days of calling CMV action. That was going to be a 3. But Sam again and Ortiz can hardly watch. There's only so much he can do. Valentine again, and look at that right in front of Ortiz. Ortiz can't interfere. Oh, the Dream Shatterer again. And that's got to be it, guys. That's got to be it. If Ortiz cares anything about Wolf's well-being, he should not break up this pin. But he's going to anyway. Yeah, only a 1 count. And Matthews is getting fed up. So is Valentine. Ortiz trying to take on both members of the Dream Team all by himself. But that gives Wolf precious few seconds he needs. Can he make the tag? Yes! Yes! Here comes Reese Ortiz, and the Rebellion has a chance. They have the opportunity. Reese Ortiz taking a little bit of time to pander for the CMV Universe. Ooh, what a Northern Light suplex. Whoa, mama! Another Northern Light suplex, bridge to pin. 1, only a 1 count. That was amazing. Never seen anything like that before. Super kick to the knee, and another up into the jaw. Into the pin. The Rebellion for the turnaround to advance to the semis. But it's only a 1 count. Nearly a 2, but not quite. Irish over to the corner. Is Ortiz just going to the hell of a kick. The hell of a kick. But Valentine puts his knees up right into a snap power slam. And that is how quick Valentine is on his feet. In an instant, he knows what's coming at him. Running chest first into that top turnbuckle, knocking Reese Matthews off the apron, clothesline again. Trapped in that corner like a bug off a windshield. Ortiz is having none of it. Throwing everything he has at the Dream. DDT out of the scoop slam. What a match! I knew this one was going to steal the show. Ortiz, hands on his hips, man. Breathing heavy. You can see his chest collapsing into the corner, though. Wait a minute. Reese! Cutter! Holy shit! 1, 2, 3, and Reese Ortiz brings it home for the Rebellion. What a match, what a win for Josh Wolf and Reese Ortiz. The Rebellion barely able to survive the Dream Team. It was right here I thought it was over. That was going to be a 3 count had Ortiz not broken up the pin. Man, Josh Wolf was getting worked over. But 1 opening is all he needed to tag in Reese Ortiz. And soon after, the Rebellion has got their spot in the semifinals. And now our matches are set. Up next, the Regime takes on the Outlaws, and then the Street Gods versus the Rebellion. Who makes it to the finals? Who faces the ATL? So here we go, our first semifinal matchup, guys. You got to immediately know that the Regime is the favorite here. Even though both these teams have had a fair amount of time to rest, the Regime passed by Vintage quickly, winning by countout, whereas the Outlaws went through a pretty hard-hitting and lengthy match with the remnants of Unmatched. And in the back right now, we have got both the Street Gods and the Rebellion resting up, getting a drink of water, hot towel over the neck. Which team makes it to the finals? Matt Davies and Braxton Sutter versus Big Duke Briggs and Buzzsaw Jack. It has already been an amazing night. Yes, the return of Mike Miles, and then the shocking arrival of Chris Adams as Brett Angel's mystery challenger, and then Brock Lesnar coming out of the fucking woodwork for his yearly appearance to attack Angel. And man, what a great tournament it has been already. Still a lot to get to. But here we go, going to be the dastardly hero killer Matt Devious starting things off against the snakeskin boot-clad Duke Briggs. Paul rings the bell. The ATL have been up in the skybox watching this tournament closely. They do not want to make the same mistake they did at last year's Cup, underestimating the Ballers Club, thinking they had the surefire advantage being fresh. Irish whip from Devious, going to send Briggs into the corner. Quick tag, wants to bring in the cleaner. Duke Briggs wants none of that. Tag to back instead. Yes, Vic, and look at this. Excellent, excellent tandem offense by the Outlaws. Just trying to crack up. And Devious has a history of injury. If the Outlaws did their homework, they'll after that knee. The knee that at the end of last season, Paul Devine broke inside of the Elimination Chamber. Devious has shown no sign. He is higher, especially this last month, beating Paul Devine at Death Wish and then the win over Brett Angel on the last episode. He and Braxton Sutter walk out of Tokyo, Japan as the new World Tag Team Champions. Buzzsaw Jack gets busted open. Oh, from behind. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Dragon suplex. Jack gets his neck. The canvas. Pushed Buzzsaw Jack. I'll say shocking. That was a bitch. Is into the air raid siren. Will it be an easy pass to the finals? 1, 2, 3, it will! Wow, the regime remains fresh. Besting the Outlaws with the quickness, an open palm slap to the face, turned Jack around, prime positioning for the air raid siren neck, and the regime secures their spot in the finals. Buzzsaw Jack was clearly specs of the first round collision against the remnants of Unmatched. So now we find out, will it be the Street Gods or will it be the Rebellion that meets Devious and Sutter? If I'm the ATL, I'm worrying right now. Is it lagging for anybody, or is it just Bateman there? Man, the regime had a game plan. Won by countout over Vintage in the first round. Quickly put down the Outlaws here in the semis, and they are hardly breaking a sweat for the finals. Well, if it keeps getting really bad, don't want to go through the rest of the tournament with the lag interfering. But yes, here we go. Our last semifinal match, guys. The winners of this bout right here, the Street Gods or the Rebellion, will meet Devious and Sutter of the Regime in the finals. The winners of that close the night with a shot at the ATL and the World Tag Team titles. And here's very interesting. The Street Gods had quite a back-and-forth match against the Kingdom, hardly able to pull out the win, whereas I'll say Josh Wolf got the work at the hands of the Dream Team, but Reese Ortiz was able to maintain relatively freshness, so maybe it's going to be the strategy to keep Ortiz as the legal man so that Wolf can, I mean, they didn't have maybe 10 minutes between defeating the Dream Team and then having to come out here to battle the Street Gods. But here we go. Curtis Heiss starts things off against Ortiz. Will we get a Regime versus Rebellion finals? Oh, right out of the gates by the former Trios champion. Ooh, and you is out of it, guys. Onto the rope. Slip off of the Brown's doing much of the same. So, shoulder. Ortiz throws a wild hook only to get dropped with that modified back. Like a wheelbarrow bulldog, but no, it was Ortiz turning it flats. Awesome, awesome. Kick to the midsection. Clothesline gets hung on the top rope. Instead, tag to Anthony Brown, guys, from Matt Deviant. I beat Angel in about 4 minutes, and I beat Andrews without tagging in about 2 minutes. Just wanted to share that. Is it? Why is it randomly starting to lag now? Jeez Louise. I hate my internet. All right, well, I tried going into the dashboard there. I can't really do anything about it right now. So hopefully it just doesn't lag too bad. And then I can end the stream and try to turn down my quality before the finals. Well, Anthony Brown is rallying a comeback. Yeah, Ortiz is catching the best of the streak now. Back elbow in the corner, but continues to best. Neck breaker. Wait a minute. If he ever pulls this out, front flip DDT, no! Brown catches him with a knee to the gut, and just a straight kick to the shin. Or into this match. Looking fresh, but in only a couple of minutes, that is completely outstanding cutter. Ortiz able to reject it. Kick to the midsection. Now just stop the hole. And Reese, as he's trapped in the corner, slingshot up to the base of the skull. Ortiz rolls into the center of the ring. Where's Brown going there? Pushing Curtis Heiss all the way to the other side of the ring. Hot tag to Josh Wolf. High knee to the chest. Clothesline. Can Wolf bring it home? Oh, Brown! Wow! Holy crap! Hey, just like that neck breaker in the match against the Dream Team. Hurricane Rana switched around into an alley-oop. Here's Wolf, an experienced combatant, a former Alpha World Champion, a veteran of the CMV ring, knows that Anthony Brown is the type of guy you do not want to let zip around the ring. You got to keep him grounded. Got to make sure he can't use that athleticism of his. Reverse chin lock, escaped. Second attempt of that kick works out for him. Boot to the side of the head. Tries to go in for the grapple. Anthony Brown gets him in a front headlock instead. Face first, busting Wolf open. Wolf continues to scratch and crawl. Brown wants to out-muscle Josh. I don't know if that's going to work out too well for him. You can tell that both Brown and Wolf want a tag more than anything right now. They keep rejecting each other, though. There we go. Here comes Heiss. The big man. Oh! gear. 300 pounds of Heist. Senton right down on the Wolf's chest. Josh Wolf grabbing at his head as he walks into the corner. Can barely stand, man. What is Wolf going for, though? Oh! Well, I'm not entirely sure what Wolf was looking for, but what he found was a back body drop. A million miles a minute since the bell rang. Irish whip out under the apron. Curtis Heist hanging on so as to not fall to the outside. Dragged through the ropes, Hangman's DDT. And Josh Wolf looks to put the team on his back. Reeled into the jaws of Fenrir. Is it enough for the Rebellion to advance? Wow, yeah, Reese Ortiz nonchalant walking over to try and stop Brown. That's not gonna work for you. Now all four men duking it out of the ring. Oh, geez, Brown, not a legal man. Wolf setting him up for Ortiz, who tossed him into the corner. Gotta watch post count, though, as Josh Wolf rallies. Forearm smash, inverted atomic drop, into the scoop slam. Both Brown and Ortiz return to their respective quarters. And a DDT! Will that do it? No, rope break the size of Curtis Heist. Coming to his advantage to get that rope break. Grabbing at each other, throwing limbs. Whatever works. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Josh Wolf through the ropes. Oh, on the line. DDT. And the Japanese crowd on their feet chanting, "This is awesome." And Curtis Heist just blows it off. Like it wasn't no thing but a chicken wing. Hardest part of the ring, Josh Wolf's skull connects with the apron. On spaghetti legs, Heist gonna chuck him back into the squared circle. He's not done with him though. Oh God, oh God. Oh, the sternum of Wolf. The Street Gods are the underdogs here. But the punch, the KO, the hashtag, whatever you want to call it. The Street Gods. 1, 2, but just a 2 count. Brown takes out Ortiz with a whirly bird head scissors. He's down. Josh Wolf again finds himself in a handicap situation. Ortiz has got to get back up. Heist, like a speeding train coming after Wolf. Crosses the legs through the ropes, through the apron, kick to the chest. Curtis Heist, looking like he's in La La Land right about now. Going for that single knee gutbuster as Wolf. Irish into the corner. Ortiz has got to get back to the apron, man. Wolf needs a tag in a bad way. Shoulder thrust, belly to belly suplex. Ortiz is still down as Curtis Heist from the corner. Looking for that lariat that just might take Wolf's head off. No, caught it. The reaction time of Wolf. DDT again. This is why you never discount the Vessel of Fenrir. And Reese has returned to the corner. Wolfman, make a tag, make a tag. Grabbed by the throat, treated like a rag doll. Just thrown into the corner. There's Reese begging, pleading for Wolf to make it over to him and get the tag. But Josh is between a rock and a hard place right now. Luthez press, going after that open wound, and Heist again looks to cock that fist for the hashtag. Can Reese make the save, or will the Street Gods best? The Rebellion, they're gonna do it! They're gonna do it! Oh, Reese, wow, I thought he was gonna come in. Ortiz got me on the edge of my seat right now. Ortiz has Brown in a sharpshooter. Josh Wolf's, Wolf's jaw right now. Oh my God, yes. Wait, isn't Heist the legal man though? Why is Wolf taking out Brown? And Brown reverses the jaws even. I feel like Brown should have been disqualified by now. He's been in the ring for like a few couple of minutes here. Poe is going to allow Brown, not the legal man, to continue attacking Josh Wolf. Being very lenient is our head official here for this tournament. Man, this has been all street gods. A couple of spurts here and there from Wolf, but domination from the underdogs. No matter which team wins this match, they're going into the finals against the regime at a severe disadvantage. Finally a tag? Yes! Much like the last match, Ortiz is the saving grace. Can he bring it home? Drop to hold, elbow drop. The classic tag team combo. Yes! The cutter! The cutter! Reese scurries into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, but Wolf is too slow to cut off Brown. Wrestling takedown. Helicopter spin. And there goes Josh Wolf, leaving Ortiz to be fed on. Brown continuing his attack on the former Alpha World Champion ringside to ensure he stays down, but it backfires, and here comes Wolf to the aid of Ortiz. Oh, Ortiz gonna let some of his old dirty heel tactics shine through. Feet on the rope. Poe didn't see it, but Heist able to escape even with the leverage. Ortiz wants to bring back in Wolf. I don't know if that's such a good idea. I mean, neither Wolf or Ortiz are... Oh, there goes Poe. I think his 6th bump tonight. Tag instead. Heist wants to make Brown the legal man. Can't afford that. Oh! The hell of a kick! And a tag to Wolf. Gonna let him come in and make the pin, maybe? No, Wolf says, night, night, I got something else for you. Wolf just go for the pin. Curtis Heist busted open. Man, if you're Shay Hoxton, if you're a bet man, you gotta put all your chips in the corner of the regime. It doesn't matter. The Street Gods, the Rebellion here, they are not gonna last long against Matt Devious and Braxton Sutter. There's no way. Wolf shoots for a lie detector. Curtis Heist evades. Shoulder thrust, belly to belly combo, rearing its ugly head yet again. I think most people want to see the regime versus the Rebellion in the finals, but that's why the Street Gods are fighting so hard right now. Nobody thinks they have what it takes. Hot tag Andrew Brown. Whoa, shit strike. Wasn't Wolf already busted open though? I guess he got busted open somewhere else? What the hell is this? Oh, wait a minute. Damn it on the haters. All the people who say they can't win this tournament. Oh, Anthony Brown. I think I know what he's looking for here. Yes! Yeah, he got him! Dragon Rana! 1, 2! Oh my God. Oh, there goes Poe's 7th bump. Wolf actually picked on his own. Ortiz didn't even make the save. That should tell you right there, if you didn't know already, just how much Wolf is willing to take in order to win this tournament. The damage he can sustain. The beatings he can endure. And the jaws out of nowhere! Come on, that's gotta do it. 1, 2, 3! Just like that! One slip up, and the finals are set. the Regime versus the Rebellion, as Josh Wolf with that clutch-ass jaws to an unsuspecting Brown. What a match, though. It is going to be an uphill battle for the Rebellion, though, because they are heading directly into the finals to face a fresh as fresh can be regime and Matt Devious and Braxton Sutter. Is there any way they can defy the odds? We don't have to wait to find out. It's next. Here we are, the finals of the 4th annual CMV Tag Team Cup. It is the Regime's Matt Devious and the Cleaner Braxton Sutter versus the Rebellion's unlikely alliance of Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf. And remember, the winners of this match head right into the tag team title confrontation against the ATL. Vegas odds are on the Regime. They beat Vintage via countout and they took out the Outlaws in only a couple of minutes, whereas Ortiz and Wolf went through 2 grueling matches, first against the Dream Team and then just now against the Street Gods. Is there any way that Ortiz and Wolf can get this win? If anybody can do it, it is these two. We don't have to speculate, though, because it is time to get it on. Who is going to go down in history as the 4th annual Tag Team Cup winners? It is Devious against Ortiz to start things off. Ortiz is really no better than Josh Wolf in terms of the damage they've sustained, but Ortiz might at least be the lesser. Josh Wolf had to quickly get patted down with a towel for that cut he's got above his forehead. No stitches. And here comes Devious barreling down on Ortiz. Double forearm smash, clothesline, modified facebuster. And Devious, just like against the Outlaws. Irish whip to the corner. Wants that tag to Braxton. Ortiz has been in the ring with Braxton Sutter on multiple occasions, though. Devious gets busted open off a Total World DDT. You can tell these teams want to wrap this up as quickly as possible to get ready for the ATL in our main event with the World Tag Team title on the line. Devious breaks free of Ortiz's clutches. Irish whip back into the corner. Denied, though. And another tilt-a-whirl DDT. Rinse, repeat. Ortiz says it works the first time. Why not again? Oh. Kind of like a little bit of a spin on the sharpshooter. You can see Ortiz also incorporating a knee to the lower back. That does not look like it is fun to be in. Oh, Ortiz, guys, obviously knows what he's doing. Did you see Devious clutch at his knee? That very same knee that Paul Devine broke at the end of last season. The Rebellion knows they are working from the bottom, that the Regime have got the upper hand. So Ortiz is going after the injury. Poe's 8th bump tonight. Bumping like a goddamn fish out of water. Snapmare, seated position, kick to the back. That just pisses the hero killer off, though. I don't know who the ATL would rather face. I'd probably say Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf if I were the ATL. That's what I would want. Oh, wait a minute. Assisted big boot, and the Cleaner does exactly what his name entails. Hot tag to Josh Wolf. Does Wolf have anything to give to Sutter, though? Sutter, who defeated Josh Wolf on the last episode of Genesis after an interference by George King, but Wolf's giving him all he's got, and then some. The former Alpha World Champion will not die. The fans firmly behind him. Wolf, forearm smash, kip up, inverted atomic drop, scoop slam to the big man. Oh my God. Wolf goes for his DDT. Sutter, though, knew that it was coming. Sit outside slam. And Sutter just soaks in the hatred of the CMV universe. And here comes Sutter taking a page out of Devious's book. Couple of forearm smashes. Oh, wow. Grabbing Wolf, allowing for a knee to the midsection. Very well could have cracked a rib. Tries for a high knee. Sutter sidesteps it. Punch to the back of the head. Oh no. Up in the electric chair. Turned out to a sit-out power bomb. Will that do it? The regime to win. No. Ortiz busted open off a knee from Devious. And now Ortiz has been taken out of the mix as Sutter just enjoys putting the finishing touches. I think it went for the brainbuster. He went for the brainbuster. But Wolf reverses. Exploder suplex. And Wolf, oh my God, Josh Wolf for the biggest clutch in CMV history. Can he do it? The jaws. No, Sutter, a man whose size should not be able to move like that. Flipping out of the jaws just like he did on Genesis. And now Wolf against the ropes. Oh no, near 300 pounds with the elbow to the chest. And this tournament is taking its toll on Braxton Sutter. Ortiz back on the apron. The hot tag. Yes, here comes Reese Ortiz. Reese Ortiz to make the save. Tries for a clothesline, but instead the elevated flatliner, and just like that. Just like that. 1, 2. Nope. Ortiz grinding his teeth, taking it with a pinch of salt. I think he went for the super kick, but Sutter the quicker with a hangman's neck breaker. And now Sutter, with no Josh Wolf in sight, has the kill shot locked in on Reese Ortiz. So many times before, this has defeated Reese, but he's learned it. He's learned how to get out of it, and Ortiz escapes the brainbuster, dropped into the upper back, and now Reese, what's he thinking? Reese Ortiz. Surprise blowjob. Josh Wolf has returned to the apron. He's back in the corner, and Reese, what's he thinking? Wait a minute, in the corner, Helluva kick. No, Reese, what's this? Oh, Braxton Sutter on the bottom rope. No idea that this drive-by kick is on its way. Double boots to the temple. Ortiz hastily makes it back into the ring. Hooks that tree, choke of a leg. The rebellion. They do it, oh my God. The rebellion. With the clutch of the century, Reese Ortiz pins the cleaner, and he and Josh Wolf are the winners of the 4th annual CMV Tag Team Cup. Wow. But the night is not over for Ortiz and Wolf. As up next in our main event, they will challenge the ATL for the World Tag Team titles. And we thought this win was going to be impossible. How are they going to best the ATL? Well, they have got the statistics on their side. The past 3 cup winners have gone on to beat the champions that same night. Will the tradition continue, or will the ATL redeem themselves from last year? Man. Unbelievable. Like I said, if anybody could do it, it was going to be these two. Here we go. The Rebellion, Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf have made it to the finish line. Now, in order to cross, they have got to get the better of what has been described as the greatest tag team in CMV history by many, some saying they are the next X-Gen, the former Fusion Tag Team Champions, the 2-time and current World Tag Team Champions, Deshaun Porter and Malcolm Fry of the ATL. They were in this very same position 1 year ago when the Ballers Club won the 3rd annual CMV Tag Team Cup and defeated them inside of a steel cage. But here tonight, they have got as a big of an advantage as anybody could have against Ortiz and Wolf. But we just saw them do the unthinkable against the regime's Devious and Sutter. Can they do it again? Will we have new World Tag Team Champions? Let's go. Only not even 5 minutes to rest after that win, and as soon as the bell rings, you can see Ortiz grabbing at his head scissors. Oh, and dabbing on all the people who say they can't get it done. Forearm smash as Deshaun Porter goes low, but Ortiz catches him in the front headlock. Now on one knee, off the ropes, and a complete shot. The strategy of the Rebellion here has got to be to put away the ATL as quickly as possible. Just throw all of their big moves at them right away. They can't adopt a slow pace here because the ATL are going to take the ball and they're going to go home with it. Poe is just about taking his 9th bump tonight. Early tag to Josh Wolf. Frequent tags as well between the Rebellion is the advice that I would give them. Scoop slam and a back suplex turning away. Body splash. Again, I did not expect this great teamwork between Ortiz and Wolf, 2 former enemies. These guys hated each other not even a year ago. Josh Wolf forearm smash, inverted atomic drop into the scoop slam. Working as hard as he ever has before. Josh Wolf goes for the DDT. Deshaun Porter ducks the attempt. Now into the corner, wants that tag to Malcolm. Josh Wolf shuts it down. Irish whip over to Reese. Poe just keeps nearly missing the bump. Tag back to Ortiz. This is what I'm talking about. Irish whip. Drop to hold. Elbow drop to the middle of the back. And Ortiz slowly gets down to his knees for that face smash. Just because Ortiz is on the side of the Rebellion now doesn't mean he isn't going to still use whatever tactics he can in order to get the win. And he's going to do it again, opposite side. And Deshaun busted open. Man, the ATL have watched this entire tournament from the skybox. They've had all night to watch and prepare, and still the Rebellion is kicking off this match with the advantage. Wow! Ortiz going for a Hurricane Rana. Deshaun turns into a power bomb. Tag to Malcolm Fry now as Josh Wolf eagerly extends his hand for the tag, but Ortiz is not there to make it. Clothesline going to send Fry to the outside. Watch out, because the ATL do have the champion's advantage. They can retain their World Tag Team titles on a countout or a disqualification. The Rebellion cannot win the gold that way. Man, Ortiz is such a lethal striker, and they love that here in Japan. Forearm smash, though. ATL going to do the dirtiest of the dirt. Try to walk out champs by countout. Reese Ortiz not going to allow that. He's got to get this fight back into the ring. What is he doing? Wants to use some environmental offense first, but man, he is walking a thin line. These guys got to get back into the ring. Malcolm Fry's not chancing it. Ortiz in hot pursuit just before the count of 8. Into the corner. Head smash off the top turnbuckle, but a boot was waiting for him right to the side of the head. Slowly but surely walked to the corner of the ATL. Snapmare kick to the back. Reese Ortiz, man, digs down deep, brother. Northern Lights suplex. No bridge to try and pin. Ortiz knows it's going to take more than that to keep down the ATL. Snap elbow drop to the chest. The 4th annual Cyber Invitation winner, now the 4th annual CMV Tag Team Cup winner, a former Trios champion. Will he and Wolf, the unlikely duo, walk out as the new World Tag Team Champions? Back elbow into a CCS Enziguri. Ortiz can barely stand as he looks to make a tag to Josh Wolf. In comes the former Alpha World Champion. One of the strongest men I have ever known. Maybe not physically, but mentally. Going after those legs. Drags him closer to the center of the ring. Roll through. Propped up into an air raid siren. Shades of Matt Devious here with the neck breaker. And then just a kick to the lower back. To the point. Wolf doesn't care right now. Short arm clothesline though. Response by Malcolm Fry. Josh Wolf shows him how it's done with a short arm shoulder block. Stomp to the knee. Stomp to the shoulder. And again after that bicep. This is the Fenrir side of Wolf, the ruthless side of Wolf coming out to play as Josh, maybe not even knowing where he is right now, but out of instinct from the corner, explodes for the neck breaker. Maybe tries to go for the pin, but Malcolm Fry pops back up to life, tagged to Sean Porter just when the going was getting tough. That is why they are one of the greatest tag teams in CMV history. Why they are the current World Tag Team Champions. Drop kick by Deshaun. Response by Wolf with the jawbreaker. Closes the distance. High knee to the chest. Can't put Deshaun Porter's having none of it. Clothesline. Deshaun Porter is one of the greatest athletes I have ever seen compete in a CMV ring. Goes for a super kick. Sean Porter gets out of the way of that. Monkey flip. Going to send Josh closer to the corner of the ATL. As Reese Ortiz offers the tag, but Josh was a long way from home. Reverse DDT. Deshaun hardly able to stand, but now he goes to the top rope, and I think I know what he's looking for. Is he going to go to the top rope? Yes, he is. The world's greatest moonsault from one half of the World Tag Team Champions. He's waiting. He's biding his time. And there it is. On the money. Doesn't go for the pin. Instead looks to make sure the job is done. Deshaun Porter rams him chest first in the turnbuckle. Takes the air out of him. O'Connor roll. German suplex. Bridge to pin to retain. But Ortiz brings that bridge down. Burning in a heap. Malcolm Fry chases him back off to the corner as Deshaun continues his attack. Wow. Some unlikely power being exhibited by Porter with a deadlift gut wrench suplex. Goes low. Wolf's waiting for him with a knee to the chest. Scoop slam. Deshaun drops down behind. Remember, he's busted open. Blood dripping down his forehead from that cut across. Oh, right under the hairline. Reverse DDT. Ortiz again wants the tag. And there's Josh to make it. Here comes Reese. A fireball. A frenzy. But Deshaun uses his emotions against him. Snapmare kick to the back. Wise tag to Malcolm Fry. He's had a good amount of time to rest up. Misses the body block though. Makes up for it with that hook to the jaw. What a forearm smash. On a clothesline. Fry won't stay down though. Knee to the kidneys. Power slam. Josh Wolf is still reeling ringside. He is no help. Ortiz is on his own. That clothesline right there might be the opening he needs. Super kick to the knee. The ATL. They studied up though. The hero slam. Hero slam. Will this do it to remain the World Tag Team Champions? No. I'll say this right now, from that camera angle, it definitely looks like that should have been a rope break for Ortiz, but either way, he's able to kick out. And this match continues as Josh Wolf is back in his corner. As Malcolm Fry looks to finish off Ortiz once and for all. Scottish sickle. Moonwalks me over for a tag to Wolf as Malcolm Fry uses the ropes to get back to his feet. Wolf is closing in on him. Catches the kick to the gut. Calf kick to come through. There's that lie detector again, attempted by Josh, but to no avail. Ring awareness, the veteran instinct of Josh Wolf. Irish whip into the corner. What does he want here? Tag back into Reese maybe. Malcolm Fry. Irish whip instead over to Deshaun. Back and forth. What a match this has been for the World Tag Team titles. Oh my God. Josh Wolf again with the DDT through the ropes. And the Japanese crowd shows their appreciation with another chant of "This is awesome." You know what's awesome? The heart, the courage of the rebellion of Ortiz and Wolf. Malcolm Fry, unmatched when it comes to wrestling. Wrestled in college with an impressive record. Stalling suplex outside, guys. How are we at a count of 7 already, by the way? Can Malcolm Fry return this fight to the ring? Yes, he can. Right before the count of 8. Josh Wolf looking as worse as I have ever seen him before. But he still stands. Whereas most men would have been down and out a long time ago. Is it for not? Tag to Deshaun Porter. Snapmare. Deshaun off the ropes. Kick to the chest. Here comes Malcolm with a clothesline. Elbow drop. And Fry from Brett's rope. With an elbow drop too, as Deshaun pop, locks and drops. Having himself just a little bit of fun en route to retaining the World Tag Team titles. But Josh Wolf is not in a fun mood right now. He's all business. Nobody's had the definitive control for very long. This has been as back and forth as can be. Who will walk out of Tokyo, Japan with the World Tag Team titles? Modified Northern Light suplex. Stomp right down on the face. Deshaun Porter scouts out the area. Rebounds off the ropes. Shining Wizard. Boot to the back of Wolf's head. Reese Ortiz looking half alive on the apron. Dead man walking. As Deshaun again in the corner with whatever he might have left. The sternum into the turnbuckle. O'Connor roll. German suplex. Bridge to pin to retain the World Tag Team titles. But I think Wolf actually kicked out of that on his own. Either that or Ortiz with a very close break up, and he gets a German suplex of his own. And the ATL are very confident they've got this in the bag now. 2-on-1 scenario. But wait a minute, Malcolm Fry goes ringside, continuing to attack Ortiz. As Deshaun is all about that money. Yeah. Ballin'. Drops the bow. Hardly able to stand out of instinct. Continues to fight. Snap, suplex, floats over. 1, 2. Tries for a head, but rams himself right into the elbow, though. Luthez press. Woof. Misses the stop. Hot tag to Malcolm Fry because of it. Body block. Oh, man, the ribs. The ribs of Josh Wolf. Been targeted throughout this entire tournament. Misses the shoulder thrust, though. DDT! The master of the DDT! And Josh Wolf wants to tag to Reese. With Deshaun Porter down, this is the Rebellion's chance. Can they do it? What does Ortiz got for us? Can he bring it home? The rake of the eyes. The rake of the eyes. Malcolm's blinded. Ortiz turns it around. Irish whip into the corner. Haluva kick, maybe. Double knees to the back instead. And there's that body block. Fry takes some time to talk, though. And that's going to be your mistake against two high-caliber opponents, the level of Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf. That's not something you want to be playing around with. Tag back to Josh Wolf. Again, like I said when this match started, frequent tags. Super kick again. Gets missed. Ooh, and a little bit of a spear. More of a takedown, I'd say, but that's definitely going to make it harder for Wolf to breathe. Deshaun Porter back on the apron. Ooh, reverse DDT from Brett's rope by the former Alpha World Champion. The DDT! The DDT! The DDT! Will we have new World Tag Team Champions? Will the Rebellion make history? As Wolf with his finger on the trigger. The jaws! The jaws! The jaws! The jaws! Into the pin. Ortiz to stop Deshaun. 1, 2, 3! Yes, they did it! The Rebellion! Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf are the new World Tag Team Champions! Wow! An unforgettable performance by Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf here in Tokyo, Japan. We have new World Tag Team Champions. Speechless. Did you ever think you would see the day where Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf share championship gold? They can't even believe it themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the 4th annual CMV Tag Team Cup. As Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf for the Rebellion make the sweep. And look at what these two had to go through. And I mean, the first round match alone against the Dream Team, Reese Matthews and Sam Valentine, was astonishing. And then the Street Guys, dude, nearly had them beat so many times. How the hell did they get past Devious and Sutter? I will never know. And then besting the ATL as well. But it is Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf, who end the 4th Annual Tag Team Cup as the new World Tag Team Champions. And guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you on Monday for Fusion.